Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about Fibonacci series and Fibonacci series. So first we will see what is Fibonacci series. So you will generate a series by adding the previous two terms. So for example, if you want to get the third term, you are going to add the first two terms, that is 0 plus 1 will yield to 1, so that will be the third term. If you want to get the next term, that is fourth term, you have to add the previous two terms, that is 1 plus 1, you will get the next term. So next term will be generated by adding the previous two, that is 1 plus 2, that will become 3. The next term by adding 2 plus 3, and it goes on like this. This is what you call Fibonacci series. So we are going to see the working first, and then you are going to see the program. Now to do this, we need to initialize some variables. So I have taken 3 variables. So first variable is a equal to -1, b equal to 1, and c is a result variable where you are going to store the term. Now why I have taken minus and 1 is to get the first number you have to add a plus b, that becomes 0, that is -1 plus 1, that becomes 0. So that's the reason I have taken -1 and plus 1 as the initial values. And now you are going to see to generate 10 terms, and that will be stored in n. The steps, first thing is you have to add two terms, that is a and b, and store the result into c, and then you are going to store the value of a into b, and then you are going to store the value of c into b. The reason is, you can see here, this is a and this is b, so you will get c here. Once you get c, to get this value, you have to replace the a value, that is 0, into 1, and replace b value, which is the c value, okay, so that you can keep on adding the terms and you can move on. So that's the reason you are storing a equal to b and b equal to c. So these are the steps you are going to execute till the n value becomes 10. Now you are going to see the working of the loop. See, first term you can see n equal to 1, and you are going to add c equal to a plus b. So a value is -1 and b value is 1, so add that, you will get 0, that is the term you got. So you are going to display that. After displaying, what you are going to do is you are going to store the b value, that is 1 into a, and the c value, that is 0 into b. So a will become 1 and b will become 0 for the next iteration. So in the next iteration, when n value equal to 2, what happens is c equal to 1 plus 0, that is a plus b, that will become 1 plus 0, and the term you are going to get is 1, that will be displayed here. Now you are going to replace a equal to 0 and b equal to 1, that is the b value and the c value. Next, when it becomes 3, you will get a value, that is 0, and b value is 1, that is added and then be stored, that will also is 1, so that is the third term. Now you are going to replace with a value equal to b, that is 1, and b value equal to b equal to c, that is also 1. Okay. The next term you can see when n equal to 4, it becomes c equal to 1 plus 1, that is 2. So this is the fourth term you are going to get, that is 2. Okay. After which you are going to replace a equal to b value, that is 1, and b equal to c value, that is 2. So that's what you are going to get. The next iteration, when the iteration is iteration 5, you are going to add 1 plus 2 equal to 3. So this is the term, fifth term you are going to get. Okay. Now you are going to replace a equal to b, that is 2, and b equal to c, that is 3. Next iteration, you can see 2 plus 3 equal to 5, that is the sixth term you are going to get. Okay. Then you are going to replace with a equal to b value, that is 3, and b equal to c value, that is 5. So you are going to continue that. So 3 plus 5 equal to 8, that is the next term. Okay, eighth term it will be 5 plus 8. So you can see the previous two terms, 5 plus 8, that becomes 13. Okay, that will be displayed. Now ninth term, 8, that is a value is 8 and b value is 13. So 8 plus 13 equal to 21, that will be displayed. And then finally, you can see the 10th term will be by adding the previous two terms, that is 13 plus 21. So 13 plus 21 is 34. So that will be displayed. After that, the loop execution will terminate. Since the n value is given as 10, it satisfies the condition. So it terminates the loop and comes out of the program. Now we are going to see the program example, how to execute the Fibonacci series. As we discussed in the working, we are going to initialize three variables: a equal to -1, b equal to 1, and c is the result where you are going to store the result. So c equal to initialize as 0. Now you are going to get the number of terms, enter the number of terms, and that will be stored in n. Okay, using the input statement, that is using scanner class. I have taken the input, integer input, and stored it into n. Now this loop will execute from 1 to n. So if the n value is 10, this loop will execute 10 times. If the n value is 5, it will execute only 5 times. If the n value is 15, it executes 15 times. So it goes on like that. According to the requirement, you can change the n value. Now this step 1 is c equal to a plus b. So it will add the a value and b value and store it into c. Immediately you can print the c, that is the term you have generated, that will be displayed on the screen. Then you can replace a equal to b and b equal to c. This is how the program is executed. Now you are going to run the program. So I am going to enter 10 and we will see the series. So this is the Fibonacci series which you got it. Now we are going to discuss about Fibonacci series. I have taken this also. Reason is it is mostly similar to the Fibonacci series, except the slight difference. Here it is Fibonacci. That means you are going to get a term by adding the previous 3 terms. So for example, if you are going to get the 4th term by adding 0 plus 1 plus 2. So this is the 4th term you are going to get. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay. So next term is 6, which is be generated by adding the previous 3 terms, 1 plus 2 plus 3. The next term will be generated by adding 2 plus 3 plus 6. So it goes on like that. Okay. So this program I have taken, it will execute 10 terms. And here I have got 4 variables. So first variable to store the initial value a equal to -1, second variable b equal to 0, and c equal to 1. So the reason to store these numbers is to get the first digit, that is 0. Okay. So when you add this -1 plus 0 plus 1, it becomes 0. So that will be stored in d. Okay. Now these are steps. Add 3 terms, d equal to a plus b plus c, and store the b value into a, that is a equal to b, and next store the c value into b, that is b equal to c, and store the d value into c, that is c equal to d. So this is how the steps, and now you are going to see the working. Now first term n equal to 1, d equal to a plus b plus c. So these are the values of values which is stored in a, b and c. So -1 plus 0 plus 1 will become 0. That is the output. First term you are going to get. Now as we did in Fibonacci series, you are going to replace the values of a, b and c with the previous terms. Okay. So here you can see b value is being stored in a, c value is stored in b, and d value is stored in c. Okay. Now the next term, it is n equal to 2. You can see the a value is 0 plus b value 1 and then plus c value 0, which has been added. You are getting the second term that will be displayed. Now you are going to replace with a equal to 1, b equal to 0, and c equal to 1, which is the b and c and d value respectively. Now next term it will be 1 plus 0 plus 1, that becomes 2, that is the third term. And then replace the values, and then the next term is 0 plus 1 plus 2. Okay, that will become 3, that is the fourth term. The next term is 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is the previous values you can see, and then that is the term you are going to get, that is 6, that is the fifth term. The next you are going to get 2 plus 3 plus 6, so that will be 11, so that is the next term. So it goes on like that. So next term is 20, 7th term, and the 8th term is 37, 9th term is 68, and 10th term is 125. So these are the Fibonacci series you are going to get when you execute the program. So you are going to execute the check how the program works, okay, and see the output. So here is the Fibonacci series program. We are going to see how it works. So this is the program. So I initialized 4 variables: a equal to -1, b equal to 0, c equal to 1, and d equal to 0. So we have already discussed all this in the working of the loop. We are going to get the n value, okay, for the number of terms, and then put it in a loop. So this loop will work from I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n. Okay, depend upon the program user input, it will change. The number of terms will change. Now I have written d equal to a plus b plus c, so that adding that 3 values, you will get the result that will be stored in d, and that you are going to display it on the screen. And then replace a equal to b, b equal to c, and c equal to d. This is the procedure which has been done in the program. So you are going to compile this, no syntax errors, close, execute the program. So I am going to give the same input 10. So you can see the Fibonacci series has been displayed on the screen. So this is what we want to discuss today. Hope you understood the video. We will meet you in the next video. Till then, thank you.